What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sharon Moto here. It is a very smoky Sunday today. Like, I woke up, walked outside, instantly started choking up. I just washed my bike yesterday, and this thing has soot and ash all over it. I don't know how I got so bad. Like, you look up and you think you see clouds, and then you realize you are in the cloud. But you can kind of see like the very distant clouds that are supposed to be there, you know, naturally. But other than that, yeah, weather, couldn't tell you. Feels pretty good. I'm not really wearing the craziest amount of clothing. I have this little, you know, sporty little thing. No one? Cool. Nice. But yeah, weather's not too bad. It's a nice chill in the air. Nothing to make you, like, you know, feel too cold. It'll wake me up. That's that for sure. But yeah, we've been riding the new bike for about, I want to say, a little over a week. We've already done like some very small things to the bike. What you guys have seen in, you know, all the other videos so far, don't get used to it, because that's not what the bike is going to look like forever, and it's also not what it's going to sound like forever, because I got a lot of visual stuff, but most of it's like, you know, ultimate visual stuff, just to get the look that I want. But the exhaust, most expensive thing that I could find on the list, so I have to find something, or just eventually get the money for it. Because I don't like how quiet this bike is whenever I'm on the highway. You really cannot be heard. You kind of mix in with the wind noise. This bike is definitely a learning curve for me, mainly because the handlebar positions, they're not as aggressive as my R6 is. So they're a lot more, instead of being them like tucked in to my side, it's kind of more like shoulders out broader, you know? So it kind of, I don't know, it makes you feel like you can't do certain things that would be aggressive. But I mean, like, there's nothing really else to complain about. The bike looks really good. It sounds really good for stock. I honestly wouldn't have really pushed for this bike if it didn't sound good the way it was stock, for me to be able to tolerate it. But the looks that this bike has originally was like, okay, cool, that's kind of nice, 7 out of 10. But the mods that you can do to it facelift wise, wow, bro, like, this thing right here literally can become like the similar look of like a BMW S1000 or M1000 or Ducati Panigale. This thing is like, it's such a hybrid in between all these looks. So if like you ever wanted to get a bike and you just wanted a look without paying so much, this 675 SS would literally be the recommendation. It's only a 3-cylinder, so you don't have like that you don't have the twin sound, because I don't like the twin sound. I like more pitch eventually. I like more the deep throatiness pause. But if I put an exhaust on this thing, I've heard maybe like 20 different variations of people who have different types of exhaust and how it sounds on all of them, and it's amazing. So going from an R6, if I wanted to neuter myself anymore, I wouldn't go down to, you know, a 2-cylinder bike, because I think I'd probably lose my mind. And I will say, the quick shifter on this thing makes this bike so much more desirable, and you don't lose any of that analog feel that you would get if you're coming from any other sports bike with the inline 4 that's just super aggressive. So far, the only benefits that I'm getting from this is it's more torque, so I can actually like get up and go from a stop. Going through traffic is not as bad at all. Like, I can let go of the clutch just a tiny bit and the bike is moving, not just like creeping up and I have to get the RPMs up. Like, the bike is already trying to pull itself underneath like 2,000 RPM, and then the entire time I'm trying to accelerate beyond that, the bike is really powering through. And I was at a stoplight once, and I was like, okay, cool, let me turn off traction control. And I had it maybe in like 4,000, 5,000, I want to say 6,000 RPM. And when I like started going, I was like, okay, cool. I didn't lock up the wheel or anything like that. I very reasonably let go of the clutch, and I just made sure that I was, applying enough throttle for it to matter. But holy hell, when I went, the bike just kept climbing in power. And then the front wheel just comes off. I did not know that this bike power wheelies, and it was something that I was very unfamiliar with my R6, because you have to be in like 8K, 10K just to even do anything like that. This thing will do it super early, super fast, which I love. Yeah, I love this thing. I fucking love this thing. It feels really good. But no, this thing power wheelies like a monster. Especially if you have no idea that it's about to happen. And it will catch you off guard. Really bad. So for this bike, so nice, so good. It's attractive, it sounds good, it rides well. Definitely one of those bikes that I never knew I would love it more than I would have if I didn't ride it. From a visual standpoint, I was in love with this bike. It looked really cool. It had that futuristic look that I wanted. I'd like, wow, it would be really crazy if I had one of those. And I wanted this bike before I even had the ability to ride a bike. Like, I didn't have my license yet. I had just moved up north, so any license that you have in the south doesn't qualify or is not valid in the north, because the weather conditions are not the same, the traffic conditions are not the same. So yeah, imagine having to like redo your entire driving test again just to get your license. And I've been driving for two plus decades. So yeah, I'm pretty old. I've been around. And even for like motorcycles, like I was riding in the south. But again, when I had moved up north, there was no reason for me to redo my motorcycle license because I didn't have a motorcycle. And then after a while, I'm like, you know what, dude? Gas prices are getting crazy. I'm not having fun commuting to work because everything was like a chore and it was boring and it was depressing. But now we have two motorcycles now. So we've come a long way. Shit don't change in a license. But it is so smoky here. Like, I don't even know, I can't even like, I can't fathom what it actually is like outside of my helmet. Because for what I'm seeing, all I can see is like ash coming at my visor. And I'm so lost on exactly who, what, when, where, and why this shit's even here and why it came so aggressively overnight. The air is really bad. So I'm feeling like today at work is going to be completely ass just for like the breathing aspect. This bike is so comfortable. There's a lot of bikers out this morning. Like, does everyone just have like a vibe of like, are they also doing a vlog and they're just like, yo, this weather's kind of crazy? I'm turning my high beams on. I need to be able to be seen. But no, this bike is chef's kisses. I upgraded my steering damper to an Öhlins just to kind of like fit my vibe. I took off every single CF Moto decal, so the bike is like very bare looking. There isn't like some sticker everywhere like it's a kid's sticker book. Yeah, this smoke is so bad. Now my nose is starting to burn and my nose is starting to run. So we're definitely we're pushing the edge of existence right now. And me no likey. I wonder why he's slamming on his brakes up there. And I think when I get back home today, I'm gonna try to, I might adjust this chain because I already have about 500 miles on a new chain. So I need to make sure that it's, you know, within spec. I don't like a chain that bounces too much. And then I have to work on the R6 because that's also still a project that's in, I mean, it's in the works right now. I gotta take off all the bearings, clean everything up, redo all of the wiring, redo the radiator hoses, change out the coolant. Pretty sure that bike is on its oil change right now, so swap all that stuff over. We're just gonna make sure everything's like nice and good. Tighten the spec, paint it, and then put everything back together. And then we're gonna try to do a video for you guys where we're gonna have both the bikes out and about on the street. So we're gonna try to get some rollers. We're gonna try to do like some flyby and stuff like that. And we're gonna see if we can meet you guys at some meets. So if you guys are local in Idaho and you're around Boise area, look for the Shiramoto stickers. And also, check the description. We have some merch as well. Still making more designs, making new ones constantly as often as I can. So hopefully you guys like those. I'll also try to get like some sort of promotions going so we can like, you know, pump those out to the community. Yeah, this smoke's even going through my mask. This is so bad. The wheels, the tires that come on this bike, I'm so hit or miss about them. Because going from the R6 with the Michelin Power 6s and then going to the CSTs on this bike, these are definitely not as soft. They don't feel like you can be as aggressive. So like I'm kind of wishy-washy like what I can and can't do as far as riding. But hey, new tires on the bike. All that says is don't do anything stupid while you're doing a break-in, because I'm still doing a break-in on this bike. There's every single mile on this bike are my miles. So it's nice to have something that's like, you know, was checked by a dealer before I got it. Ran through everything when I even got the bike, and I was like, yo, make sure, I want to make sure this is good. I want to make sure my suspension's good, my tire pressure's good, all that. That way I have a good baseline of what I prefer, and the fact that my maintenance just have to be really good. Because I'm a fiend when it comes to the maintenance. It's like I'll check my chain every single day, I'll check my oil every single day. I make sure my tires are good every single day. I'll wash my bike every single day. I just want myself to look good, ride good, last long, you know? Yeah, this air already has me getting a migraine. No, this is ass, bro. Like, even with the mask, even with the helmet, it's kind of choking me up. This bike rides so smooth, you almost forget that you're riding the bike, because I'm just sitting here. Even though the windscreen is like really short, I'm getting a new one. That way it's like taller, because I'm way up on this bike. I like the bike to look like it has some size, but this bike is also very light. I know the bike doesn't vibrate much. It's very well balanced. It's kind of too balanced in a sense, and it's mainly because I come from like the inline fours. Bike is really hard to predict when it comes to like the tire pressure. For like 2 days, my rear tire was at like 30 and my front was at like 32, and I didn't even change anything, and now everything is starting to like slowly go back up, and I have 34 in the front and 36 in the rear. This honestly kind of feels nice because my tires low-key were gripping up when I was leaning. Shouldn't be doing that without the tires being a temps, but I'm just saying, it felt really nice. I wouldn't have done it if it didn't feel like it was right. This wind is so bad. And my migraine's getting insane. The high beams, I don't even care anymore. I just don't like strobing people in front of me. I will say I do like how clear these roads are though. Okay, he's turning. No one do anything funny. Yeah, I'm struggling to breathe. These roads are bouncy as hell. What the hell? I wonder if there's like a smoother section on this road. Cause me no like it. This bike is very comfortable. I couldn't imagine this bike with a tune and an exhaust. And an intake, of course, but... past this semi. This man's like not even on his line. Kind of freaking me out, bro. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day. Please stay inside. Turn the AC on or something, bro. This air is terrible. Stay safe if you're out there riding. Watch out for everyone else coming through the mist or the fog or the smoke, because it's kind of loomy here. Well, it's your boy Shiramoto, 2 wheels down. Peace.